Good morning, family worldwide. How's everybody doing? It's a beautiful morning here in Omaha. It's 7:45 in the morning. And yeah, I just love the mornings. I've been trying to think what is it I want to talk about this morning, and nothing's really coming to mind except to share um, Memphis Vinyl Gym and the Misses. I'm talking to them. It looks like they're going to come to Omaha in 2 weeks for a visit. I guess maybe to come to visit me, which is touching. I look forward to it. I think it'll be interesting to see. Definitely want to make a video. This should, I can imagine having Jim and his wife here in the room here. And I think it'll be very interesting. I think we have, I've never met these people in real life, but I think we could have some very interesting conversations, especially in light of how different our general interests are musically. I think that could make for some very interesting conversations. So looking forward to that. But along that lines, I guess their latest contest is a perfect 10. I didn't watch the video, and I'm not entering, but I want to share one of my favorite records in my whole collection. And it's a perfect 10. Andre Segovia. I've had this record was given to me as a child. I was maybe 15 or 16. It was given to me, and I love classical guitar always. But there's something about this recording, the ambience of the recording, the sound of the room, his interpretation of these pieces, because I like some of these pieces so well. I've sought them out by other players like Julian Bream, and there's no comparison. The Federico Mampu, Suite Compostelana, I just love that, as well as the Alexandra Tansman, Suite in Modo Polonico. Those are the two main pieces on this album. Just, they take me. This album for me is on the same level as Bo Hansen's Lord of the Rings. I don't know that this will happen for any of you folks, but for me, this album is purely magical. And when it plays, it's very strong, a very strong emotional effect this Andre Segovia's playing has on me. In particular, this recording. Hard to explain, but there's something about the sound of the reverb, the guitar in that room that they captured on this recording that really speaks to me, really touches me. As I sit here, I'm realizing I don't have to attempt to make a long video and get everything in that I want to say. So I'm going to just talk until I'm done and maybe make another video today, maybe not. The other thing that I have to say is I want to shout out to Brendan, another 12 inches, who posted some music and nice production. And yeah, nice chords on your song, Brendan. He was lamenting that he got 3 dislikes and how he didn't expect how that would make him feel. Well, again, I don't mean to be a know-it-all, but when I bring up what I bring up, I'm not speaking for everyone else, but I know what I'm saying. And that anonymous shit blows, and it really is a shame that, cowardly motherfuckers showed your face, Don't let me get started, okay, because I'm not a violent person and I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying, I believe, is it a belief? No, it's something that experience tells me makes sense. Karma. I think there is such a thing as karma. It doesn't always work out as clear cut as we'd like for it to. But what I'm saying is this: we get what we deserve. And I'll just say it. People that do dirt, they're miserable. I have yet to, meet a sociopath that was really, really unhappy. They may be so disconnected from their feelings that they're getting a charge out of whatever it is they're doing. But they don't fool me. They're not happy. They ain't fooling nobody. They're miserable. misery loves company. And so anonymously trying to spread it is one way to do it. But I know that you don't fool me. You're miserable bastards. You are. So, Brendan, I feel ya, and I'm sorry. And that's why I disabled the ratings. It's like, if anyone wants to say something to me, you have to identify yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then we can deal. Yeah. Okay, so moving on from that. Oh, it just escaped my mind, but I'll just go to this. Once again, I am so thankful and thrilled at the response to the pre-orders for Dereck 2. I've barely mentioned it, and the orange is half gone, people. As of this morning, I have sold 50 copies of the orange. I only made 100. 50 are sold. Sold in 2 days. I'm tickled and speechless because I'm not asking you guys to buy my music. I'm not hawking it. It speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need people to buy my record. It ain't like that at all. It's like, if you want it, here it is. And people want it. It's such a wonderful feeling. Such a blessing. Yeah, I use those faith terms because I can. They don't belong to any religion. That stuff never goes away, folks. I have been so traumatized by organized religion that it will probably never rest. Along the lines of what I'm talking about regarding the record and my thanks and the fact that people really want my music is, I just checked my subscriptions. I was fully ready to see a dump in subscriptions because I took the risk of making a video while on acid. The last time it was just a little while ago, I announced I had 1,500. It's up to 1,630 subscribers, okay? I know I'm living right. I only had one person try to flip me some shit about my acid video. And I love this person, I really do. But they have no experience. How can they criticize me when they have no experience? When it comes to the psychedelic experience, if you have no experience, you don't know what you're talking about. It is not the same as heroin, crack, cocaine. It's not. And if you have no experience, all you can do is tell me something that someone told you, which is worth absolutely nothing to me because I have experience. I love you, young brother. So, one group that I've been meaning to pull out and listen to, and I'll do it now or I won't, is Magazine. Been meaning to pull these. Yeah. Been meaning to pull these babies. They've been on my mind. I still don't have the new Magazine on vinyl. I have it on the computer, but Magazine, killer band. In my opinion, there'd be no Radiohead without Magazine. Many other bands as well. These guys were sophisticated and punk at the same time. Literate as well as street at the same time. And there's my man Barry Adamson, the black man on the bass. See him there in the pink? Big inspiration to me. Like Jimi Hendrix. Big inspiration to me. Black man playing this badass rock music. Hell yes. Talk to me, Barry. This is close to a 10. This, in my opinion, is Magazine's OK Computer, or better. Their Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. This album is fan-fucking-tastic. Permafrost. I will drug you and fuck you on the permafrost. That's the refrain of the song. You need to hear it if you haven't. Bad MFs. Bad MFs. Magazine. Been meaning to pull this and play it. I don't have all their albums. I don't have the live album. Corrective Use of Soap. Another great album. Great, 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 great. Great songwriting and playing. Great songwriting and playing. Magic, Murder, and the Weather. Not as consistent, but still good. Still has the elements. Still good. And then I have 112-inch About the Weather. It's got a real Motown feel to the arrangement. Real nice. So, just going to keep it quick like that, people. You know, I love you all. I love you folks that don't love me. I don't need any of yours approval for how I live. You live your own life. You know, yes, I will say this publicly. When I've been criticized or had people come back at me for whatever reason saying, well, you know, I don't know, it affects me. You know, it's like the bottom line is, why do you have to have something oppositional to say about how I'm living? What have I done to you? All I'm doing is living. The criticism is, it sucks. And I don't need it. I'm not an arrogant bastard. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not hurting anyone. So I don't need any personal criticism. I don't. And it does stick in my craw because of my life experience. Probably, again, some post-traumatic stress stuff. That stuff sticks in my craw. And the first thing it thinks is like, what the fuck did I do to you that you have to try to tell me about my life? You don't know me. You have no idea what I've been through. Last night at band practice, Jewel Beast, we're getting ready to do our first show. Some of these guys I'm just getting to know for the first time, and mental illness came up. And so I had an opportunity to tell some stories. And jaws just dropped, you know. A lot of, I'll say it, it's not arrogant. There's truth behind this. There's a lot that I've been through that many people could not handle, as well as there's many things that I couldn't handle that some of you folks have been through. But what I'm trying to say is this, and I'm not going to say it to anyone in particular. I'm throwing it out in general because I love the people that have, you know, disagreed with me. It's fine, but I'm trying to explain to you the effect it has. And it's like, you know, I don't need, no, how do I want to put this? I'm just trying to explain that I love you and care about you, but I am traumatized. And so when I get what feels negative or oppositional or feedback where somehow it feels like you don't understand me, I will react. I will. I still like you and love you as people. But ain't nothing wrong with me at all, the way I am and how I'm living, period. Okay? Period. And I guess the last thing I'll say about that is that, again, if you watch and something about me rubs you the wrong way, you know, why do you keep watching? Part of this is coming out again because I'm feeling Brendan, Another 12 Inches. Man, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. That's a nice track, man. I just really don't. I really, really, really strongly feel sad about, and I see a connection in everything. When I watch the news, when I'm out in public, when I see people's behavior, interacting with people, this general degradation of the quality of life is real apparent to me. I mean, it's probably always there, but just the way things are right now, looking at trends, looking at the way things are going, you know, there's just a lot of hate and a lot of bad behavior in the world. On to another subject. Yesterday, I did something different, and I did my walking at a local mall, which I never go to the mall. And yesterday showed me again why. There's no music in the malls. There's not a single music store in malls in Omaha. None. Not a single music store. Now, I'm not talking about some place where you can get the top 20 CDs on Billboard. That's not a music store. Oh, honestly, it hurt my being. I'm walking and walking and walking and looking at all these stores, and not a single one did I want to go into. There was nothing. Well, there was a shoe store, had some cool shoes. I didn't buy any though; they were too expensive. No music. To me, to me that's the death of our of our culture, or our I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but to me, it's a death. The fact that there's no music in the malls, that looks real bad to me. Okay, I'm going to sign off and go do some organizing. One of the things I'm loving about having all this time is, I'm here more, and so I'm taking better care of the house, and it's in order but I'm also at the point now where it's important for me to get out of the house. Okay, I can't sit here in the house all day after day. I have to get out. Okay, so it's my routine. I get up in the morning, have something to eat, coffee, generally watch a few videos, make a video, then get up and do something. Usually walk. We'll see. It might lead to something else this summer. I'm actually going to go to the local park where they start today. Adams Park, which is my closest park, starts its summer recreation program for kids, and I may go over there and see what's going on. I may volunteer. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, and maybe I don't really want to be committed to this, but I'm thinking I may go just check out what they're doing, and see if there's something of interest that maybe I could be a part of and want to be a part of. I love you all, people. I really do. I really do.